we're gonna take out anyone who's coming and all the hottest people, and we're gonna do that thing.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Thank you for covering it. I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. I would love to hear your questions.
Shane, congratulations.
Thank you.
Biggest victory of your career, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
definitely
what's it
the
feel
biggest, definitely the biggest win of my career. I like have to like pinch myself. I'm like, wow, I literally just beat a 2-time middleweight champion, right? And like I want to become undisputed middleweight champion, and I just beat somebody that did it twice. You know, it's an incredible accomplishment and achievement, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. I'm still like in awe. So, thank you.
As the fight was playing out, did you feel like you were getting the better of him throughout
Absolutely,
the rounds?
absolutely. I felt like I was breaking him down. I was sticking to the game plan. Obviously, when somebody misses weight, they really try, right, to get that. So that means that they're draining their body. They're draining their body. They're draining their energy. And so, how do you stop that? You poke to the stomach. You poke holes in that gas tank. And towards the end, when they try to press the gas, there's gonna be no fuel in the gas tank. So that's what happened.
Hi, Danny with Chicana Boxing.
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Now, once Jacobs got his eye cut, what were you thinking as the fight just slowed down and you just had to kind of sit there and figure out what to do?
Yeah, I mean, when that happened, it was because, you know, a lot of switching. He does like to switch hit and things like that. So your head can get, you know, placed differently. And I tucked my chin, and you know, we got a little clash of heads. He got the worst of it, and truthfully, I was just trying to like hit at it, you know, like fan at it. You know, yeah, that was a threat now, right? There's blood in his eyes. It's a threat. Now I got to add on to that threat, right? So I got to throw punches at it, make him have to worry about that, and then he's not worried about anything else.
Shane, congrats on the win.
Thank you, brother. It's
Of
good to
course,
see you, man.
Good to see you too, brother. Did want to ask you, man. The crowd was getting a little antsy for that main event.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did it
Of
have
course,
any effect
none
on
of that
you?
matters to me. It shouldn't matter to me. I'm a professional, right? So if my game plan is to do this, I have to do what is of me, right? If I go out there and let somebody else take me off of my road, then that's my fault, right? Nobody has to live this life. Nobody has to get punched by Danny Jacobs but me, right? If I get knocked out, everybody, oh, well, fuck him. You know what I mean? They're just gonna be like, oh, yeah, okay. Well, he's not like his dad, right? They're gonna say, yeah, whatever. They get, you know, boxing fans, especially. You lose, pfft, you're a piece of trash. They don't care about you. But if you dominate, like I did, what you gonna say? Yeah, it was boring, but he didn't beat me, and I made a guy that has a lot of experience, like he said, not win a round. There was judges that didn't think he won a round, and I did that to a 2-time middleweight champion. So, I mean, hey, yeah, they could say whatever they want to say, but they're not fighting like I'm fighting.
And can you speak a little bit to the confidence? You know, you've got a win over a 2-time champion, a big stage, your biggest win. Like, going forward, what does that do to your confidence as far as those matches out there for you and your career prospects after this moment?
I gotta say, this is not even my final form. You know the reference. You know the reference. This ain't even my final form. Let's go. Let's go. My goal is to be undisputed middleweight champion, and that's what's gonna happen. This ain't even my final form.
Hey, congratulations on the win. Jaime Ramirez over here with BJPen.com. You called out Lara at the end.
Yes.
So when can we expect that fight?
I don't know. We gotta make it happen. You know, we'll figure it out. I got some things I gotta work out. I'm going to be coming a free agent soon, so we gotta work out those details. See what happens with that, and then moving forward, we got to see about that. So we got to take this one step at a time. I just got to see where everything falls.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, my man over there.
Hey Shane, you
How you
mentioned
doing,
to me
brother? Good to see you. Good to
yeah,
see you
nice
guys.
to see you too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You mentioned to me a couple weeks ago, win or loss, goal stays the same.
Absolutely.
Middleweight championship. Does this give
Yes.
you more fuel to add that fire to get that strap?
Absolutely. These are gems and jewels that you just capture along the way of your goals, and you gotta love the process and continue to work on the craft. Even though I won, I dominated, whatever the case is, I can still get better. I still need more to get to my goals, and I'm gonna keep on doing that. I'm gonna keep on getting better. Like I said, this is not my final form. I'm gonna get better. I'm not gonna get worse. I'm gonna get better. And so with that being said, this is just a step along the way. My goal is still the same, middleweight undisputed champion.
Any last questions for Shane? All right, thanks very much.
Thank you so much. I forgot to say, but I have to. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I thank you. Man, I wouldn't be here without him, and all the glory be to the Most High. Thank you. And I thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate you covering it. I love what you guys do. Keep on being a part of my sport, because without you, we wouldn't be anything. Nobody would see us. So we need you guys, and I love you guys. Okay? Thank you. Oh, I want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife right here. I love her. She's put up with me through all kind of training camp. If you know, like literally, I've been in training camp since my last fight, because I was supposed to fight in February, and then like all kind of like it's been a long road. Anyways, she's put up with my shit, and I love her so much. And I thank all my team. They put up with my stuff for a very long time. Literally, Larry Wade has paid for my strength and conditioning for like ever, and like all my people that have just put up with me and been supporting me. This win was for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. There's a lot of people to name. Like when you get on the list of people to name, like there's a lot of people that I could name that have helped me along the way, and I just want to say thank you to all of them as well. This is for you guys, and I hope you're proud.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was a pretty difficult event to put together. A lot of time, energy went into doing it. Both guys put out a hell of a fight. Personally, I'm not someone that actually does the professional scoring, but I thought it was a pretty close fight. Felt the judges might have been a little bit off on the scorecard, But congratulations to Nate Diaz. He came out with the win. We have a lot of other events coming. We've been working on some pretty big events that they take time. You want to do a big event, you want to do it right with the right fighters. It takes a little bit of time to get it together, but you should expect some new stuff from us later this year. Happy to answer any questions if you guys have any.
All right, can you give us any indication on what fights you might be working on next?
I can't reveal what we're working on. It's definitely something I think everybody in this room would be pretty excited about. We have 3 different fights in the works, but 1 for later this year.
All right, and the relationship with Nate Diaz, is that something that's going to continue, or you're planning on trying to book him again?
Possibly. I mean, we'd have to have some conversations, see what we could work out for the next fight. You heard him. He wants to fight Jake Paul. But definitely we'll have some talks and see where it leads.
All right, and from my understanding, Jorge Masvidal is still under contract with the UFC. Was there any difficulty in dealing with the UFC and making this happen?
Difficulty? No. Fortunately, we have a good relationship with them. He is under contract with them still. We are under contract with him exclusively for boxing. But no, it was a pleasure working with them and putting this deal together.
All right, and final one for me. If you want to get Masvidal in for another boxing match, any opponents that just sound interesting to you?
Absolutely. And we're working on those. If I say it, it's a big reveal, so we'll save that for another day.
All right, kept trying. Thank you.
Just one question from me right
Sure.
here. You just mentioned you thought the judges were a little bit off in the main event. Can you tell us why you think that and how you scored it?
Well, I just thought it was a very close fight. One of the judges, I think, had a draw. The other one, I think, was 97 to 93. I just felt it was pretty far off. I think it was a much closer fight than that. Again, I'm not a professional at scoring, so it's really, maybe my opinion isn't hold any weight. But I do think, my personal opinion, though, is that it was a much closer fight than what they put out there.
Did you believe that Nate Diaz won the fight, or did you think Jorge won?
I actually thought it wasn't. I thought they were going to call a draw. I'm not sure who won that fight. I think it was very, very close. But at the end, I mean, technically he won. So, and congratulations to him.
Well, last thing for me, what little bit of insight can you give us into how it was working with Nate's side, working with Jorge's side, bringing them together to make this happen? What was the easiest thing about it? What was the toughest thing about making this fight happen?
Well, it wasn't an easy one. They're different people, they're different personalities. George and Nate are very much the opposite. They definitely have their own sort of way of doing things. We had a lot of promotional requirements in this event, so getting these guys to do everything we want was a little bit tough, but they came through.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Solomon, obviously sold out show tonight, tons of people, tons of rowdy fans in attendance. Did you guys meet your expectation? Were you expecting a sold-out crowd going into this?
Oh, for sure. We were thinking from the start. I mean, these guys fought a few years ago at Madison Square Garden, sold out the Garden. We had the same expectations here. It's a home state for Nate Diaz, huge fan base, for sure.
All right, good. All right, Jorge should be here in a minute.
Thank you, everyone.
take a sip of this Heineken real quick.
Jorge, my man, how are you? Great fight. Thought it was phenomenal. Solomon thought it was a very close fight. How do you think the judges scored? Did you think it was far off?
I definitely know the judges were influenced by the crowd because a lot of those shots were landing in the corner. I was just getting my timing, throw 3-4 shots, it wouldn't land, and then I'd throw a good power shot. I'd see that I'd hurt him, I'd back him up, or he'd start goofing around. Hurt him to the body numerous times, and I think 1 or 2 of the judges only gave me 2 rounds. There's just no way, you know. I definitely were looking at the fight right now in the locker room. The more meaningful shots, and a lot more of the meaningful shots were landed by me. So I just feel that it didn't go my way, but whatever, man. We're 1-1. We could run it back in somewhere like Vegas, make it a neutral place, and let's fucking throw down, you know.
Last thing for me, Dean Toole said it, posted it earlier, 15 months in the making. How crazy was it, this 15 months run with you and Diaz, this rematch boxing? Can you wrap it up shortly in 15 months and finally happening tonight?
A lot of ups and downs. The fight got moved numerous times. You know, the camp was long. Thank God there was like no serious injuries. You know, towards the end, I got it. I had a couple injuries I had to battle through, but thank goodness I was able to make it here. All praise be to Jesus because I got this done, win or lose. It was a great experience. I learned a lot about the trade of boxing, the craft of boxing. Learned a lot about myself as well, and I got a lot of miles left in the tank. So I don't know who's going to be the next opponent, but we're going to be looking for somebody.
Hey, Jorge. Carlo Prusa, MMA. Here. Oh, man. What was it like going into this one as a fighter and as well as a promoter? What was it like balancing both?
A little tougher than in the UFC where we just get handed one role, which is just fight, get in shape. So this was a little different, but fun, man. I'm a businessman and I loved it. This is I wouldn't do it any other way. You know, this was amazing. You know, we're determining how many pay-per-views we get to sell, all that shit. So I definitely love it. You know, it's more hands-on.
Now, last question for me, going forward, what's in the works maybe for your bare knuckle promotion? Do you expect some big shows coming up?
Yeah, we definitely got a show. We're gonna announce it pretty soon. We're gonna throw one down towards the mid to the end of September. We got some bangers, a title fight on the card, so it's gonna be a great one.
Jorge, so this is now 1-1, but you have so many different options, right? You have mixed martial arts, you have boxing, possibly something else. Do you know how you would want to do the rubber match with Nate Diaz? Where would you like to have it?
Definitely boxing. I guess call me a sore loser. I don't want to do boxing, and if he wants to do MMA after that, we could do it. But definitely want to do boxing over everything, you know? Do it again.
You said you had a chance to kind of overlook the fight a little bit in the back. Was there anything that you saw in the footage that you kind of wasn't aware of during the fight? Because you said the crowd affected a lot of possibly the judges. Is there anything you saw in the fight or in the footage?
Shit, I mean, from what I saw, I definitely hurt him more than he ever hurt me. I got way cleaner shots, especially to the body. He never even did anything to my body. You know, I definitely hurt his body, and a couple of times that I hurt him, he backed up. He put a lot of pressure. He was coming forward, but he never hurt me. I don't think he landed any meaningful punches, you know, but 8 rounds to 2 is like fucking nuts, but whatever, bro, it's California, you know. I knew I had to get a knockout or, you know, some shit like this.
George, Josh Gross with the Orange County Register. 5 years ago in this building, Nate called you out. This felt like it could have been a full circle moment for you guys. Talk about seizing the moment in combat sports and how important that is for a fighter's career. And do you feel like you really did that with this promotion in this moment?
Definitely. I know no matter what, we put on a great fight. I mean, the shit people saying online, everybody's loving it. So I know it was a great fight, win or lose, you know. And that's what obviously the win first over everything, but then entertaining the crowd is another big part of it. So I'm glad we got to entertain everybody, and we could probably sell another arena wherever the fuck it's at.
All right, after a long build-up to this fight and this beef that's gone on for quite some time now, a lot of the promotional obligations, are you relieved that it's over now?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, because I love to compete, you know, and now I just got to look for the next one. I'm a dog, I'm a field dog, I don't like being in no cage and no kettle, so I'm just going to get right back to work, find the next opponent, get my ass in shape, and let's go.
So I know you know, some things could be in the works, but what direction do you want to go? I mean,
right now, shit, I couldn't tell you, you know. I'm going to sit down with my coaches, sit down with Solomon from Fan Meal and figure it out, you know. See, Nate wants to run it back or whoever the fuck it is. I'm going to just get in shape and try to take the head off.
And how many fights do you have left contractually with the UFC?
With the UFC, I got a couple more. With Fan Meal, I got 2. So I'm definitely going to do those 2 boxing matches.
Thank you.
Jorge, when you retired from MMA, you said you weren't seeing them like you felt comfortable,
Yeah.
but you went through a whole training camp and now a whole fight. How did you feel out there? Do you still have that?
No, I felt
that
great.
doubt?
I felt great. You know, it's just boxing now, so you're not worried about takedowns, kicks, elbows, and knees. So it's a little easier to see the hands coming. I'm not trying to take anything away from boxing. MMA is a little different. You got more weapons coming at you. But as far as tonight goes, I felt I was all right. I wasn't overwhelmed, and it was a good night.
Is there another name, if Nate's not available to you, that you'd like to box against?
Shit, right now we just hit the drawing board, see who comes up, take his ass out.
All right, last question right here.
Jorge, just one for me. I was watching the lead up to this fight and the videos that were released, and you said when you stopped training, you were kind of at the lowest point, you know, mentally, going through some things in life, and you went for that 2-hour run. You said you felt right at home. I know a lot of us in here are talking to Jorge Masvidal, the fighter. We look at you as a fighter, but mental health is a big thing in combat sports, and we kind of got to look out for our fighters. So I just want to know, as a man, how are you doing, brother?
Definitely not where I wanted to be tonight. I wanted to get my hand raised by a knockout. I wouldn't have been happy if I would have got a decision. But as far as like mental peace and all that, I got a great team behind me. My family's behind me. I got great friends. My kids fucking love me no matter what I do. So it's just stay healthy, stay training, and see what comes out of it. You know, I don't think I lost too much stock tonight, though I lost the fight. People saw that I come here to fight. I'm not here to pity pat or fucking eat salads and post it on Instagram. I just come to fight. That's all I do, you know. So just get right back on the workhorse and get to it.
Masvidal.
Yes, sir.
Hey, champ.
Hey, what's up, stud?
What's up, man? I have a question. I noticed something from you implementing from the UFC and coming into boxing now. I've seen that you've been more ambidextrous and moving more in southpaw and switching it up to orthodox, normal stance. How does it feel converting into it now from boxing into UFC now that you've done both?
You know, it was a process when I first got to the gym. Hats off to Capetillo. He took me from the jump rope all the way to everything that I did tonight in the ring. He took away a lot of the shit that I didn't need in boxing, and the things that were working out that he saw, you know, this could work in a boxing ring. Let's polish him up and keep him moving. You know, so I'm still, it's a beautiful sport. I've always said it, all the arts and martial arts, it's the one that comes most natural to me, boxing. So I definitely feel that I got some advantages over a lot of motherfuckers. So I just got to keep training, man, keep working, because I haven't mastered this craft nowhere near it. So I just got to keep getting better, see where I end up at, you know?
You looked amazing tonight. I gotta
Thank
say
you, bro.
that.
That's
And
from the champ right there, bro.
And I think the scorecards were a little bit too wide. Very
yeah.
close. I agree with Solomon. Just keep it up, man. You're doing great. 2 more fights in boxing. I can't wait to see more.
Yes, sir. God bless, brother. Thank you, everybody. God bless.
Sorry about that.
Nice meeting you. Till next time.
Oh, you want on this side now?
No, Nate's just taking a shower. We'll give it about 10 to 15. Oh, that's yours? You know what I'm saying? How can you hear me? Hear everything. Don't worry about it. Don't Josh since I was the second.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I actually bet. Yeah, no, yeah.
They do, remember Fight TV?
Yep.
That's their now trilogy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's like their PR person. You should have her.
No, she's awesome. Yeah. What was it, Wednesday after the press conference, I went upstairs to, I had to finish work for my,
Finally, guys.
All right, guys, raise your hand for questions.
What's pop? What's pop? No YouTubers and no little bitches.
Questions, guys?
Not YouTubers, you know, little bitch.
All right, who's got the first question?
I got it.
All right, let's go, Josh.
Hey, Nate. Josh Gross over here with the Orange County Register. 5 years ago, you made this fight happen. You made it out of thin air. You called out George. Could you have imagined that it would lead to something like this, something this big? Was that in your head at all?
Yeah, I figured whatever I was gonna do next was gonna be big back then too, and nobody's doing much or knows how to do anything much. So I like the motherfuckers who could get it popping, and they should recognize that too. Do the same.
Nate, right here. Simon Simano with MMA Junkie. You walk away from this fight with a majority victory. Is it a satisfying victory?
Yeah. As far as boxing goes, and that, and what was the round count? What was the 7-3? Yeah, that's cool, but
A little bit more that.
with him, it should have been a real fight. But I'm happy I got the opportunity to fight somebody who I like a real fight. So it was good to have an opponent. We had something to fucking fight for.
What would be your assessment of the fight? Because Jorge came in here and said that you put pressure with a lot of volume, but you never really hurt him, and that he landed the bigger shots in the fight. Is that accurate to you, or what do you think of his
I think he
assessment?
threw the harder shots and was trying to kill, but couldn't get no jobs done. I never really got hurt. He made with a couple things. I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm not gonna let you do that again. But if it was shorter round, I think we could have done a lot more damage. But it was 10 rounds, so I traded it like that.
Now that it's tied 1-1 between you guys, and he's got the victory from 5 years ago that felt a little, I know you felt a little burned by it, that it was taken from you from the doctors. This fight ends in a majority decision. Does it feel like this chapter of your career is closed, or would you like to run a trilogy with Jorge?
That's a whole nother situation for later. I think we're 1-0 on each other. He got to win in MMA, and I gotta fight. I gotta win in boxing. So who knows what's gonna happen next with him? But at some point, something.
And in the ring, you got on the mic, and the very first thing you did was you called out Jake Paul. Can we act? It's a fight that's been talked
Just
about.
off the top of my head, I would like to whip his ass. I would like to get a win against Leon Edwards, who's the best fighter in the world right now at 170, and I think that's what something major who's actually gonna bring something that I could take and put in a credential box. That's what I'm going for. I'm not playing for no fucking fun fights, because that shit ain't fun.
Last thing for me, just to follow up then, the fact that the Jake Paul fight has been talked about for the last 2+ years, it seems. You guys have gone back and forth with each other on social media. You know, you guys have gotten into it before. How realistic can we see a fight between you guys, whether that's boxing or an MMA?
It's fucking pretty realistic, as far as I'm concerned. That's the only thing I got in my head is whoever thinks they're fucking tight could get their ass whipped.
Nate, right here. I asked Chris this question as well. They released the payment before the fights tonight, and a lot of the members of Team Diaz were getting paid pretty well. So how does that feel to see your team getting paid well and the team being brought up together? And do you think that more people in combat sports should look out for their team the way that you do?
First and foremost, shout out to my boy right there with the Now Boys. Happy Dad, and I see you consistent with this shit. That's tight. And everybody who's with me is fucking doing what I do, and they deserve the world. So, and a lot of other fighters probably in a similar situation. So it's up to them if they gonna get it, because we're gonna get it, and that's the plan. And I plan on all these guys that came with me to go a lot farther than they even fucking kicked off as. Like, they're gonna fucking blow up to the max if they keep their eyes on them, because these are the guys that'll take the war with me.
And then I just wanted to ask about the tribute to Mike Tyson, the Be Real that you walked out with. Just what was the thoughts behind it?
That's what this whole shit is all about. And come in here and fucking whip ass, and if you got the fucking mics and the cameras on you, you tell them what was real. And when I saw Mike Tyson walk out like that, that's the fucking. That's what this whole shit's about.
Hey, Nate. Carlo Peruzza, MMA. The crowd was going absolutely electric tonight. That place was nuts. Do you enjoy getting a fight from your home state crowd?
Yeah, I love it. I love that. I know where everything's at here. I know a bunch of people here. And this is the best state and the best country in the world, so why would I not want to be here?
Last question. Are fight days a little different without Nick?
100% less scary and fucking intense, and yes. If Nick's here, I better kill that motherfucker, because that shit wasn't good enough.
2 more questions, 2 more.
Hey, Nate, Danny here with Chicana Boxing. So, what are you gonna smoke after this? Like, what's the deal?
You got any weed?
Not with me, man. They checked me at the door.
Roll that shit up, whoever got it. Yeah, whatever I can find.
Nate, right here. Congrats on the win. Did you get a chance to see any highlights from Chris' performance? And if so, what did you think?
Well, I watched Chris fight, and fucking, that shit got me more fucking confident, pumped up, and warmed up. I was like, I knew it would be like that, but you know how it is. Your boy's going to fight, and when he went in there and round 1 happened, I was like, all right, warm up round. And then I saw stuff start happening. I was like, no way. Chris got this. And Chris the best boxer. Chris, Alan Sanchez, my boy Luciano Ramos, and Jose Guay, who fought on the card tonight, and Kenny Lopez. These motherfuckers are I'm telling you, the best boxers, the best fighters in the whole world. And time will tell you that. Time will show you that. But yeah, fucking Chris handled business, showed out, and did what he was supposed to do. And that's a soldier right there. And I appreciate that, because it warmed me up and got my job done.
So the same night that you called for the BMF fight, in this building, you defeated Anthony Pettis. What insights did you give to Chris in preparation for tonight?
Oh, Chris know what he's doing. I didn't tell him no insight. I was just rocking with him like he was rocking with me. I go in there and have the worst days of my life with Chris. Fucking, so I already know. Like, you see my sweatshirt walking out, Be Real, right? I'm not fucking just capping about somebody to do something. I got some friends that suck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I'm talking about these guys, it's fucking no joke.
Last question, Alec.
Nate,
If you think so, pull up with it.
congratulations, 18,500 fans, a sellout. Ellie Seckback reporting. Conor McGregor today said he's betting $500,000 on you. He broke down the fight. He picked you to win, and you just made him 1.1 million.
That's cool. Good job for us.
Any message to your fans, people who love you and support you? What's next?
Love the fans, love the people, love the press for coming out too and doing all this. Fucking big show, big night. Had a good time. Thanks for coming. Love, I appreciate everybody. West Side nigga, what's poppin'?